everyone, it's Devine and welcome to Divine Miracles and happy Halloween. And I'm doing the Tarot mini forecast this week for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I'm using the Gateway to the Divine Tarot as well as clarifying with the Hanson Roberts deck. And of course, our love and relationship cards, the Domino Love Angels, and also how you feel about yourself, I've noticed. There they are. So let's see what's coming up for Aries. And don't forget to check your moon and rising sign as well, just to get an overall picture. And I got a little piece of aura light this time, and it gives you the tickles. It's so funny. Okay, Aries. Okay, what am I feeling for Aries? Sort of feeling like you've turned a corner, you know, new chapter. Let's go, Aries. And that's the card that I showed you guys, the Five of Swords. This is the card that I showed you guys when I was showing you the back of the cards. So the Five of Swords energy is with Aries, and this can be kind of conflicting because in some decks it looks different than others. But for the most case, it's like you have been or were in the past really against yourself, like really beating yourself up. And I also found this was happening a lot to other card readings that I was doing today. But, you know, you've been doing this, but I'm also just feeling like you're aware of it a little bit more, I guess. Like you can catch yourself a little bit when you're starting to, you know, be hard on who you are. It feels like the change that you've been waiting for is coming, and it's been a long haul for you. And I remember that, you know, there was some kind of revelation a few weeks ago, and like you really needed to know that someone understood where you've been and what you've been doing and how you've been trying to do it. It's like someone has been in the shadows and they've understood all of this. And even though you've been trying to prove yourself kind of thing, it's like you don't need to worry about that anymore. And here you may have been focusing on a problem, a long-standing problem, something that maybe you keep to yourself a lot. And sometimes when we keep things to ourselves, we keep on regurgitating this whole thing. So the message for Aries here is that it's time for a new start. It's coming in. Whatever influences or things that were bothering you before are leaving. Maybe someone is helping you with this. Maybe a new partnership or a friend, a close friend has suddenly come back into your life as well. And you're dealing with a lot of hidden emotions. Maybe you're seeing them as negative, but whenever we're dealing with something and releasing something, you know, it's always for our benefit. So if you've been triggered emotionally, or you've been overthinking, or something's been on your mind, it's like when you finally admit that to yourself or be really honest with yourself about the situation, it finds a way of clearing up. Like you find the answers that you're looking for. So maybe this is about honesty, you know, starting a new chapter, a new beginning, and leaving all of that stuff behind you where it belongs, you know, regardless of whether your full story is out there in the open yet, or regardless of whether everybody understands you. It's time that you are strong and move forward. You know you can do it, and you know everything is energetically moving in your favor for that to happen. So let's just clarify this Five of Swords a little bit more. I just feel, you know, a victory here. Okay. So clarifying the Five of Swords for Aries. There's the card and the Three of Rods. Okay, so the ship is coming in. The ships are coming in. You can see it. So you can see, you know, your way forward, and, you know, you can visualize a future that you want for yourself. It's very important that you try to do that. Because you're far more capable of visions and, you know, knowingness, maybe for other people, or maybe you don't always do it for yourself. But it's like visualize the future that you want and try not to put a limitation on how that can happen. Visualize something, this or something better for yourself. Know that something's coming forward very, very quickly. It could also be, you know, a new creative kind of energy coming within you, which is helping you to lift out of past circumstances and into new horizons. For some people, there may be a new horizon that you're looking at. You know, you may be moving into a new house or just moved or something. And, you know, maybe you have a sea view, or maybe that's something that you need, you know, just to get that salt air kind of thing and have a bit of a cleansing. But I feel this is really positive, like really positive changes coming through. And it's because of the work that you've done within yourself to allow this new change to flourish in your life. Some people are worried about their career, and this is saying, hang on a minute, it's coming. Let's just focus on the positive, you know, focus on your own positive attributes, and the new will come in a lot swifter for you. Okay, let's have a look at your emotional life and like love, relationships, and how you see yourself, what you're healing. Sometimes these cards can indicate what you're healing. Okay, Archangel Samuel says, let it go. And this could be, you know, this struggle here. Time to heal your heart and move forward, okay? This situation that you've been thinking about perhaps may not bring you the happiness that you deserve right now, you know? So if there's anything that's been really weighing on your mind, or anything that keeps recurring, you know, those trigger points that we have, you know, or things that need to be resolved, just make sure that you're doing this without throwing it back upon yourself again. That you're shifting your energy into that which you really, really want to have, like focusing your desires on the future as being a happy one, not as, okay, you know, even if I do this, then this and this and this might happen. Try not to give yourself too many scenarios, because it just makes you feel all confused. I feel, like I said here, some people may be moving into a new house or into a new direction. Maybe traveling as well can come into it with these cards, but it's time to let everything that's holding you back dissolve now. And, you know, as it comes up, say, okay, I'm letting this go. I'm not going to allow this to influence my future. I'm not going to allow anybody else to influence my future. I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm moving forward, letting it go. And if it keeps coming up, okay, there it is again. How am I going to react to this so I can change my reality, you know? And it's really, really important. But you have the archangels with you, Archangel Samael, you know, just sort of clearing everything, opening up new doors so you can move forward in a creative way. Maybe something comes unexpectedly, you know, and you've got to be ready for this new challenge or this new change in your life. So feel excitement for that. So don't dread the future kind of thing. Just say to yourself, you know what, whatever comes up, I'm ready for it. I don't need to worry about all the things that I've used to worrying about. Something new's coming, something's going to be revealed, people are going to understand, and that's all that I need to focus on. And this will help alleviate a lot of inner turmoil that you may have been going through, okay? So the message for Leo is coming up. Happy Halloween, everyone. I'm using the Gateway to the Divine Tarot, and I'm also going to be using the Hanson Roberts deck to clarify things, and also the Love and Relationships Domino Love Angels to see how you feel and what you're healing emotionally, and also maybe something about your love life too. Okay, remember, if you want something more in-depth, please go to my website, or more personal for you, or healing, whatever it is that you need. What else was I going to say? Just remember that you can also check your moon and rising sign too, which gives you more of a full picture. So this is for Leo. Okay, here we go. Let's shuffle. Okay, what am I feeling for Leo? Shifting. Okay, shifting awareness, shifting physically, shifting into a new, shifting gears. There you go. Shifting gears. Okay. Leo. It's happening for Leo. Okay. Interesting. The Justice card comes up for Leo in this situation. Okay, we kind of had the Justice card. I think it was Virgo that had the Justice card, but it's come up for Leo too, because you know, you may be in two minds about situations. Like, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? If I do this, will this take place? You know, you may be getting yourself a little bit confused, maybe getting yourself a little bit, you know, worked up inside of yourself because you're worrying about things perhaps that you're not normally worrying about. You know, little occurrences that are going on in your life, or things that are shifting your vibration, or something is sort of causing you to see things in a different way. And the Justice card says, you know, no matter what's on your mind right now, because we're seeing this upright, you know, there's going to be a fair resolution. Maybe this has to do with your work place environment, and you know, you're confused about things. There's going to be some kind of fairness as you bring yourself back into balance too. The Justice can indicate something that's solid, you know, that can be worked upon as well in our life. And also that there's hidden influences. There's, you know, you've got assistance from the Divine working with you all the time. So if you're not sure about a situation, be sure that you're letting yourself meditate, you're bringing yourself back into your own power, you're using your intuition and your strength, and you're seeing things clearly. Because as you can see, these two sort of goddesses here, they're sort of looking away. You know, maybe they're not seeing, you know, the answers in front of them. You know, maybe you're searching somewhere else for the answers, or to someone else for answers, when it's right in front of you here. Okay, the balance is right there. Okay, let's have a look a little bit more and clarify this a little bit more. For some people, you may be getting a lot of messages, a lot of emails, and a lot of work coming in, and it's hard to keep the balance. You need to balance your career and your home life and everything all at once. It can become overwhelming. Take a step back, breathe, you know, take it easy, and then you'll know exactly where to go, where you're headed. Okay, let's clarify the Justice card for Leo. If the same card comes out we had for Virgo, that's going to be too funny. Okay, Justice for Leo, what does it mean? Tell me more about it. Shifting gears. Okay, we have another major card, the Empress, which is awesome to see because it's like abundance and joy and happiness and fertility and growth and all the things that you may be worried about here with the Justice card. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Is something going to happen? Is something going to twist? You've been just getting a little bit loop-de-loo in your mind, and here comes the Empress. So there's solid foundations here, okay? So even if you're worried about something, don't worry, because the answer is going to be positive for you, as long as you keep that positive viewpoint and you don't let anything get worked up inside your mind. You know, it's easy sometimes to for Leos to give advice. They're really good at counseling other people. Sometimes it's hard to take advice too, or take your own advice as well. I always feel with the Empress cards, it's like take a sigh of relief, you know, because there's movement, there's things shifting, there's that word, there's things shifting that are behind the scenes. You know, you may not be aware of the influences that are coming forward. You may think that everything has been abandoned, or you've been abandoned in some way, and suddenly there's this support that comes flying ahead or flying forward for you, and it's like, oh my gosh. So just as things are just, you know, you're unsure about something, suddenly you become completely sure about where you're going, what you're doing, how you're headed, all those kinds of things. And there's a real sense of relief with that. Like, Leos kind of need to know, you know, what's happening. They like to know what's happening so they can feel on top of everything. When this energy comes in this week, you're going to feel relief that it's all finished, like all the details are kind of finished, you know, all the hard work is over, and there's a sense of relief here, you know. So that's really awesome for Leo. Be aware of the extra energy that's coming forward. You know, be sure that you're cleansing and clearing any outside influences, you know, from your life, so that you can focus more on a future that you really want for yourself, you know. And everyone wants to feel secure and safe and happy and all of those things, but we have to visualize that as our future too. We don't want to keep on visualizing hoops that we need to go over, you know. Try to visualize peace. Okay, let's have a look at the love and relationships and how you see yourself. Deep love. Okay. So this is a beautiful card for Leo to get. Archangel Rachiel. Okay, deep love. This is real and something to pursue. It feels like it's ancient, and it is. Time will tell, but this is a good omen. Okay. So for some people, if you're questioning or you've just moved into a relationship or whatever it is, you know, it's saying, okay, this is real. Okay, you can, this is tangible. You can rely on this situation in your life. Other people, you have to find that deep love for yourself, you know. Before you can step into a new situation, you've got to be okay with who you are, and, you know, stop worrying about the past or beating yourself up about broken relationships or whatever it is. Some people say, oh, I don't think I'm ever going to find the right person for me. Well, you know what? Keep on having that attitude and you won't, because you're kind of programming that in. So program in by saying the words, you know, manifest it by saying the words. I deserve deep love. I deserve true love. I deserve happiness. I deserve joy in my life. I'm worthy. You know, I'm worth it. Regardless of what's happened in the past, you know, it's over now. I'm not going in that direction. I don't really want to go in that direction again. It's over. I'm closing the door on it. I'm healing my heart from these situations. I'm letting it all go. And I'm starting completely fresh in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. Then you're going to be able to step into something that's more, you know, perfect for you than ever before. Because you don't want, you know, games. You want the real deal, you know. And this is what you're attracting by having this conversation with yourself and feeling that you're worthy of this deeper love. If you have worthiness issues, or you have anxiety issues, or you're stressed or anything like that, don't let that define you. You know, don't let that define who you are as a soul. Just say to yourself, I'm having a moment. You know, this is going on in my life right now, so I can't be focusing on all this, but I'm going to get through this, and then I'm going to get to the next phase of my life, and it's going to get easier from here. So really positive, and those of you who have found someone, this is deep, this is true, this is where you're meant to be. Relax and move into it, because after all, you have the beautiful Empress energy, and you have two major cards, so there's major events happening right now in your life, okay? Awesome, for Leo. Okay, so now we move on to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, I'm using the Gateway to the Devine cards. Happy Halloween. I am using the Hanson Roberts as well to clarify things. And also for love and relationships and how you see yourself, I am using the Domino Love Angel cards, sort of papers. And also, like I said, how you see yourself can come through, or what you're working on with healing. Not everybody wants a relationship, and that's cool. Okay, so let's go Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening for you. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what am I feeling? Just upper back, shoulders. Okay, there's a worry on your mind. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, Eight of Swords. All right, so you feel trapped. You know what? It's an illusion though, okay? With the Eight of Swords energy, anyone who reads tarot knows this is a situation where you feel trapped. There's a way out, but at the moment you can't see it. That's usually what comes through. And in this one, it kind of looks like And it is true. It's like you're in a spider web, okay, with many different sort of angles sort of jabbing at you, okay? You've got your eyes closed to the situation. You feel tangled up inside. You feel a range of emotions. You know, one thing about Sagittarius that, you know, I've learned from doing these readings too, and also some Sagittarians that I know, you tend to take on a lot of energy on your own back, on your own shoulders. It's probably why I'm feeling this back and shoulders thing here. Responsibilities are always held as trapped energy in the back. You know, it's actually an extension of the chest. So sometimes this is unresolved unforgiveness here for the self, unresolved feelings of pain, upset, you know, hurt, whatever it is. You're very confused, or you have been very confused about, because you know you want to go in a certain direction, but you don't know how you're going to get there. And maybe you're shutting yourself off from every opportunity, perhaps because you're seeing it having to be in a certain way. So when this happens, then I know it's right, you know. Or if this is going on and it's negative, well, everything's just going to be negative now, you know. So just be careful of interfering with your own good, you know, future for yourself. You know, it's sort of you're interfering or interrupting it or sabotaging it kind of thing in your own mind because of expectations of it being difficult. And maybe you need to just change it. Look, you know, this is going to be easy. I don't know how. I don't know, you know, what's going to take place to make it easier, but it's going to get easier. And I just got to kind of get out of my own way a little bit to make that happen. So the swords, as we know, is logic and thinking. And the Eight of Swords is like, hey, there's an opening coming. There's hidden support. There's someone coming forward to help, you know, in your situation that you can't see yet. So hang on to the faith, you know, and say to yourself, there's always a way forward, no matter what. I am going to go forward because I don't want to go back into the situations, you know, that I've been in the past. And I don't want to work myself up into doing that. And I'm just going to allow these doors to open in front of me. I'm going to remain positive as best as I can and try not to let all the other things that are jabbing at me really get to me, you know. Let's clarify this with the Hanson Roberts deck too. Okay. I just feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And it's funny enough because I showed you the Nine of Cups, which is great happiness here and wishes fulfilled, okay? But let's look. Can we please clarify the Eight of Swords? Okay, Eight of Swords. Okay, and the Page of Swords come up. Okay, so this can be an intrusive kind of an energy too, where someone is being gossiping or spiteful, or, you know, maybe you've been a victim of some kind of psychic attack as well. And, you know, the poor old Page of Swords is usually, you know, this gossiper, and it's always that kind of energy when you, out of all of the pages, this is the one that may be up to no good. Okay, someone may be causing trouble behind the scenes. So this is maybe a further influence as to why you feel really stuck. Maybe this is not even your, you know, problem. Maybe someone is directing negative energy towards you. And this can happen, you know, this can happen. People don't think it's real, but, you know, all people have to do is think negatively of you. And if you're unguarded and unprotected, you start feeling it. And all of a sudden you're swimming, you know, in thoughts, and problems and arise, and, you know. So make sure you're saying, okay, if there's any energy that is not mine, if anyone is sending me any negative energy, if anyone is sending me some kind of negative spell or curse or hex or something like this, if anyone is hating on me or whatever it is, I'm asking that Archangel Michael and all of the angels of the universe cleanse and clear me immediately, right now. I'm not dealing with anyone else's stuff. I just need to be in my own power. I'm bringing all my power back to myself. I'm asking to be cleansed and cleared of any negative energy. And I'm placing mirrors all around my aura, and I'm coating them with the pink light of love so it can be reflected back with love, you know, so that you're not then sending a negative back to someone and getting it back, you know. So it's reflected back, coated with love, fine. But it's not, you're not absorbing it. Now, when you do this exercise of cleansing and clearing and all that kind of stuff and taking charge of your energy, when you do this exercise, you may feel sudden sort of tingles or sharp little pains as cords are cut away from you or hooks are taken out of your aura, you know. Sometimes people just sling an old, you know, fishing line towards you. Okay, I'm going to try to really annoy this person, you know, jab, jab, jab kind of thing. And you could have damage like to your aura without even realizing it and wonder why you can't get past yourself. Like wonder why you can't sleep and wonder why you can't, you know, move forward and why you keep on having all these recurring thoughts. Do these exercises, you know. Don't forget about your spiritual exercises. You can always be in control. Even if someone's sending the nastiest stuff your way, you can always pull yourself back and get back into control. I mean, even with the work that, you know, I do, like here I am video and all this kind of stuff, there are so many people that love the videos. There are so many people that send horrible negative stuff too. And when I'm down or I haven't protected myself or whatever, I walk right into a cloud, you know. Got to clear it all the time too. So try to remember this if you're suddenly feeling that way, or you feel trapped, or you feel confused, or anything suddenly comes on, you're feeling pain in your neck and shoulders suddenly, take note. Okay, I'm going to do that exercise that, you know, B was talking about, you know, and you remain strong and in control then. Try to do it as often as you need to, you know. Maybe using different colors as well around yourself. It's powerful, okay. That's how you see, love and relationships, and what you're healing from emotionally here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. And we got the deep love card. So you got that going for you. Okay, so Archangel Ratchiel, one of the angels of love, it says deep love here. This is real, something to pursue. It feels like it's ancient. You may have a very old past life with someone that you feel really connected to. And it is. Time will tell, you know, what's going to happen. But this card coming up here, this is a really good omen for you. Now, in one sense of the word, deep love could mean you're starting to heal from this kind of energy, you know, and you're starting to see yourself in a new way. The other type of love is obvious, like real love, a situation that you're in, a relationship that you're in, or maybe you've just met someone and that kind of thing is happening. Or on another level, you could have just met someone as a friend and you just click, you know, and connect. And you know that there's some kind of energy there. And, you know, it could be that in past lives you guys were soulmates or something, you know. Maybe in a past life you guys were together and that's why you feel this strong energetic pull. And this is going to happen more as we go into the new year too. More people are coming together that are on the same wavelength. So even though that you may feel attacked at the moment, or you may have been going through this or just coming out of this, or you've been unwell and you're recovering or whatever, there's still deep love here from you, you know, for you. So even if you don't feel like you can love yourself yet, remember that the universe showers upon you unconditional love. And that's going to keep on flowing through, and you can channel that within. And know that no matter what has happened or what you feel that you've done or what you feel bad about, there is nothing that can stop this unconditional love for you. And it's there whenever you want it. Channel that in instead of all of the other worries and concerns. Channel and focus or have faith in love from the universe for you. You know, have faith in that, you know, and put all your energy into that. And this will multiply in your life. Okay, so that's an awesome message for Sagittarius and all of the fire signs. I hope you enjoyed, and have an awesome week ahead. I'm going to be doing the guidance for November coming up real soon too, so stay tuned, and sending lots and lots of love and many blessings to you all, and bye for now. Bye.